Buddy, I am back with another video, and this is a Monique video. And according to CBS News article, actress Monique is suing Netflix for race gender discrimination. The lawsuit claims Monique was given a lowball offer that was only a fraction of what Netflix pays. I don't know why they shove things so big that they get on my last nerve. But anyway, it's a fraction of what um, they pay other Netflix deals. But anyway, Monique attends the Academy Awards nomination announcement in Beverly Hills in 2011. I guess that's what this picture is about. Now, according to the article, Los Angeles Oscar-winning actress and comedian Monique sued Netflix on Thursday. Thursday? Must be last week. Accusing the streaming giant of racial and gender discrimination by trying to drastically underpay her for a stand-up special after offering other stars tens of millions of dollars. The suit filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court accuses Netflix of giving a biased, discriminatory offer to Monique for a one-hour comedy special around November 2017. In a 39-page filing, Monique calls out everyone from the top executives of the Netflix management team to highlighting the gender wage gap and lack of diversity in Hollywood. Despite Monique's extensive resume and documented history of comedic success, when Netflix presented her with an offer of employment for an exclusive stand-up comedy special, Netflix made a lowball offer that was only a fraction of what Netflix paid other non-black female and comedians, according to the lawsuit, which seeks unspecified damages and was filed on her behalf by attorneys at the DeRubitis law firm, APC and Shimon and Parks APLC, whatever these acronyms mean. Anyway, the comedian was offered $500,000 as a talent fee. A talent fee, okay, an offer the lawsuit claims was significantly less than those offered to men and white women for the same type of stand-up original specials. When the talent was not a black woman, Netflix offered to pay and did pay astronomically more than it pays to black women, like it offered to Monique, the lawsuit said. In a statement posted on Instagram, Monique said Thursday she had a choice to make. I could accept what I felt was pay discrimination, or I could stand up for those who came before me and those who will come after me. I chose to stand up, she said. Now, I think this is her Twitter account. Here she says, "Hi, my loves. I can confirm that today I filed a pay discrimination lawsuit against Netflix. I had a choice to make. I could accept what I felt was pay discrimination, or I could stand up for those who came before me and those who will come after me. I chose to stand up. I don't have any further comments at this time, but I appreciate all of your support and love." So she has my support and love, because whether we want to believe it or not, we can't just condemn Monique into the hemisphere of irrelevancy and to say she don't deserve to get paid what everybody else that was on the top saying, well, they were way more popular, did way more than her. And women can do, look at Oprah. Monique could have been just as paving the way with what she doing in the industry as anybody else. What else they got up there? Look at Rihanna. Rihanna not into music like that no more, but Rihanna is into this. Oh, so Monique gets shut down after her Emmy and no longer allowed to do a thing and took her out of the spotlight so people can say, oh, she irrelevant, so we not checking for her. We miss Monique and we left. I want to see more Monique, but if she's not there, we can only look at what we can see or what's there. But anyway, the article goes on to say a Netflix spokesman did not immediately respond to NBC News' request for comment. They have previously declined to address Monique's complaints, saying Netflix does not comment on contract negotiations. The suit said Netflix reportedly signed a $100 million deal in 2017 with comedian Jerry Seinfeld for 2 stand-up specials and an interview series. It also said Netflix reportedly signed a deal with comedian Dave Chappelle in 2016 worth $60 million in 2016 for 3 specials. Chris Rock was reportedly offered a $40 million deal with Netflix in 2016 for 2 specials, the lawsuit said. Ricky Gervais was reportedly also offered $40 million for a 2-show deal around 2016. The lawsuit goes on to allege Netflix initially offered comedian Amy Schumer $11 million in 2017 for an hour-long special that she was able to negotiate and increase to $13 million over the offers made to Chappelle and Rock. Thus, Netflix reportedly offered or paid Rock, Chappelle, DeGeneres, and Gervais 40 times more per show than it offered Monique. And it offered Schumer 26 times more per show than Monique, the lawsuit said. In short, Netflix offer to Monique perpetuates the drastic wage gap forced upon black women in America's workforce. And that is just wage gap, wealth gap that Tone and Yvette is talking about as far as how adults are paid in this world. And Monique is just one among the adults that that her wealth is basically they don't want her to have that wealth as a black woman. Anyway, the lawsuit claims that Netflix lacked diversity in its leadership and reportedly turned a blind eye or did not act quickly enough when a senior executive and an actor in a series used a racist language. The filing claimed Netflix board of directors has historically lacked racial diversity and instead had been white only for years. For years, the board lacked even one black member, let alone a black female, and highlights in 2018 and 2019 respectively. Netflix reported that only 4% and 6% of its workforce being comprised of black employees. In other words, while its senior management specifically lacks racial diversity, Netflix workforce generally also underrepresents black workers compared to the general population. Now, Netflix reportedly allowed actor Kevin Spacey to repeatedly make racist remarks, including using the N-word while he worked on its series, House of Cards, according to the lawsuit. So they say Netflix reportedly allowed it. I don't see anywhere in here where it said Monique said it. Oh, because I'm looking at a person reporting on this, on video reporting on this, that's saying unless Monique heard Space Kevin Spacey say it out of his mouth, she can't say that's what he said. But according to this article, and I don't know what other article said, they say Netflix reportedly allowed him to do that. Now, if Monique said that's what she was told he said, then that's what should be reported in here. They're saying reportedly. But anyway, the suit also claims that in early 2018, Netflix then Chief Communication Officer Jonathan Freeland used the N-word in a meeting. Multiple employees reportedly complained according to the lawsuit, which led to Freeman apologizing. So they say reportedly again. So if this thing is happening, it's happening. Later, Freeman reportedly met with black human resources employees and used the N-word again in retelling the incident. According to the lawsuit, months later, Freeman allegedly was invited to speak in front of black employees and did not apologize for his remarks. If that's how he feels, he's not going to apologize. My thing is, you can say the N-word all day long. You're not going to affect me. I'm not going to deal with you and using that N-word. I'm going to report to other people that you use that N-word. But I'm not going to get offended because you use it. I'll just let other people know you use it or whatever. But as for me, if somebody want to feel like what that word is supposed to suggest coming out of their mouth, who am I to take that away from them? I'm not going to feel that kind of way. But you are free to feel the whole effects of what you meant for that word to make me feel. Because I'm not going to feel that way. Anyway, it was only, but if somebody used that word to me, believe me, I got plenty to say. I'm just not going to get offended. I'm just going to let you, I know what your intentions are when you use that word, and I'm going to address it as it is. But I'm not going to get all upset. Oh, I cannot believe it. No, I ain't about all that. It was only after that the Netflix fired Freeman and acknowledged he showed us unacceptably low racial awareness and sensitivity according to the suit. My thing is, oh, I can use that word. It doesn't matter. If I want to call you the N-word, I'm going to call you the N-word. I'm an American. Freedom to say what I want. Okay. You can say the word all you want. But if I don't like the word, I'm going to let it be known that you use the word and I don't like it. You keep using it, I'm just going to keep letting it be known that you use the word and I don't like it. As well as everybody else who don't like the word. And after a while, you get so many people that take issue with the word, then you eventually lose your job, which is apparently what happened. Anyway, last year, Monique spoke out about the $500,000 offer she received and called for people to boycott Netflix for gender and color bias. Now, back then I didn't have a Netflix account, and I got one now. So if I want to look at some movies, I can look at some movies. I also have a Hulu account. But if she had asked me to, and back then if I had it and she said boycott them, I probably would have boycotted for a couple of months or whatever, or show my support. And then come back and get it later. Netflix is one of the Hollywood most innovative companies yet. It not only perpetuates racial. Because I had Netflix before and I dropped it. So I just picked it back up a couple of weeks ago. And they say, well, okay, they will immediately, charge my account because I already had it before. So my free trial was over. So I didn't get another free trial because I'm picking up for the first time after, 3 or 4, 5 years. Anyway, Netflix is one of Hollywood's most innovative companies, yet it not only perpetuates racial and gender inequality, it also takes advantage of gender pay gap that disproportionately affects black women. and said Monique, said Monique lawyer, Michael W. Parks. When Monique, one of the most well-known black female comedians in America, faced an anarchistic attitude, she knew it was time to challenge the status quo. Now, David M. DeRubitis, who also represent Monique, said, in recent years, the spotlight has appropriately shined on the gender pay inequalities that continue to plunge the American workforce by this lawsuit. Monique is taking a stand against the most severe pay gap of all, the pay gap experienced by black women in American workforce. After Monique came forward, fellow comedian Wanda Sykes also said she had been offended by the previous low offer from Netflix, which she rejected. Sykes went on to later have a comedy special with the streaming service. When asked at a conference earlier this year what made a difference this time around, Sykes said, they moved the comma. The filing highlighted the gender pay disparity between actor Claire Foy and Matt Smith on the Netflix series The Crown, where it was revealed Foy was being paid significantly less than her counterpart on the show, which later prompted an apology from the show producer. Earlier this year, Netflix content chief Ted Sarandos told the Makers Conference in California that the controversy over the pay disparity led the company to review talent salaries in its original and third-party series and made some pay adjustments according to Deadline. Come on now. You knew when you pay black women, because they offer, I think Wanda Sykes said they offered her $300,000. When you offer somebody 300, very, very good, talented comedian like Wanda Sykes, 300,000, and offering her counterpart 30 million. Come on now. You need to go back and look at it. Yeah. It's time for people to go out there and stand up. And that's what Monique said. She's standing up. Now, what it did for us is it had us go back and look at all of our productions and all of our productions that were being run by a third party. Come on now. To make sure none of these disparities existed, he said at the time. Third parties, to go back and check and see. Come on now. If somebody complaining about their money, I don't care if it's third party, second party, first party. You know, $500,000 to Monique. Well, this woman here they're talking about, this Foy woman. You knew when this Foy woman is getting paid significantly less than her counterparts on the show, you need to check your third party to make sure that there are no pay things. You did not know you were paying this one woman less. Anyway, that's it for this story, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.